So we are greeting you from a cold and snowy Moldova. We had a lot of snow this last 5 days. Later on in the video we will show you some pictures and videos how Anita and the boys and myself enjoyed the snow here in Moldova. Yeah, we had an interesting January with a lot of different cultures. We've learned a lot of things, new experiences that was really strange to us, but which is common in Moldova. You know, I think culture is so diverse in different countries and different places, and what we are used to in your own country is not the way that they do it in other countries. Like this, I don't know if you know that in Moldova they have 2 Christmases and 2 New Years. They have the normal one, the 25th of December, and then they also have on the 7th of January a different the Orthodox Christmas, and also a New Year, whereas we the 1st of January, and also in Moldova they have the 14th of January, also a New Year. So yeah, we had some interesting times.
With the Christmas celebration in the Orthodox religion, the kids go around in the village with a little bell, ringing the bell and saying blessings and songs and things over the people, knocking on the doors and the gates, and sing out loud so you can hear. And then you have to bring them some sweets and
or money
and they just enjoy the time with their thick jackets, and it's really cold, and they go on till really late at night, walking around in town singing with little bells and collecting money and sweets. And the same in for the New Year, they actually don't ring the bell, but they bring seed. The seed is for prosperity, and they do the same. They sing some songs and speak out some blessings, and then they throw the seed in front of you, so that, yeah, it's just a sign of a blessing. Many seeds will produce many fruit. It's a very beautiful culture actually, but so much superstition is waved into it. So they will actually go to their cows and their chickens and their goats and throw seeds actually on top of them and speak out blessings onto the animals and the livestock. So in order for that to be fruitful, for them to be fruitful. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. It was really, we knew it, but living in the village is just so much more firsthand. We just saw how they are really doing it and practicing these cultures, which is part of the religion as well. But yeah.
We also had a lady that passed away, a lady that we used to take food parcels to in Rishanovka. She passed away on the 13th of January, and it was such a weird experience, not a weird but a strange experience, how interesting how the Moldovans conduct, you know, death and also a funeral. And she was a Christian. She was the only Christian in the family. She was an old lady. I think she was in the 80s, close to 90s, but her family were all Orthodox, not Christians. And so what happens though, if somebody passes away, they stay 3 days in the house. The body, yes. Where you can go and greet them and you know, say your goodbyes.
They will bind the women's hands together.
Or the person's hands,
yes, with a little bandage, and then put a candle in the hand, in the one hand, and in the other hand they will put some money for the people that's left behind, to help them and support them. And obviously, well, not obviously, but they kiss the hand and they kiss the forehead of this person, and then they will sit around the
body,
and mourn and sing and talk and
pray,
and
This is the
in
Christian
summer,
part of it. It is not even the Orthodox
no,
part
but
of
the
it.
Christians don't do the candle thing.
Yeah.
The Orthodox do the candle, but these
But
people were
the-
Christians and Orthodox, so they mix it both.
But the money in the hand, it is so strange. You know, why do they put money in the hand? And so we asked some people, and they explained to us that you basically put the hand in the person's, the money in the person's hand, to support the family, to conduct the funeral and the food and everything that goes with that. So what happens then after 3 days? I think in the winter, because it's cold, the body can stay longer at the house. They say in the summer it's actually just 2 days the body stays in the house for decomposing things. But yeah, so but it was really strange, you know. The church went to her house. We will show you in the pictures. As you can see in the picture, that they go and they sit around the body, and then they sing praise songs and worship songs, and then they pray together. And for us as South Africans, this is really strange. I mean, South Africa doesn't work this way, but yeah, it was really a different experience. On the day of a funeral, maybe Anita, you can just explain a bit what's the procedure around
Yeah,
that.
we all went to church, and then we sang one song, and then we waited, and for about an hour everybody was talking and waiting, and then eventually we start walking to the house of this lady, and again we were standing there and waiting, and after an hour, I think, I realized, okay, I asked them, what is going on? Why are we waiting so long? And then somebody said, well, somebody is busy digging the grave now. So we are waiting for the grave to be deep enough, the hole in the ground to be deep enough so they can bury her. And once they are finished digging the grave, they will come, and then we will walk with the body through the streets and then do the funeral. But it was really, really cold, and it was such a long day, and that's absolutely normal for them. Really, that there's nothing strange for them about it, but for me it was really, wow, this is so interesting. Anyway, yeah, so the culture is really different, and we are really experiencing it firsthand. After the funeral, they will sit together and eat, and in the Orthodox tradition, they will give each other food and say, in the name of this person that passed away, say it was Sora Luba or Sora, then they will say, eat this food in the name of Sora Luba, or drink this drink in the name of this person. And they believe the spirit of this person is still in everything, something like that. So yeah, that's also interesting, but I didn't enjoy that. I just heard about it.
Yeah, so it was really a learning school, and different experiences and different culture. I think it's really strange to us, but for them, like Anita said, it's normal. It's a common practice in funerals. Like I said, there is a difference between the Christian part of it and the Orthodox part of it, but it's definitely different.
Than South Africa.
Than South Africa.
Completely different. Yeah.
Good. As you saw in the video, that we also last Sunday, was the Sunday before? I think it was
The Sunday before.
Yeah, Sunday before. Just after church, Sora Maria said, "Hey, let's quickly go to this one lady that is a bit sick. Let's go to her house and just go greet and give her read her a Bible verse and just pray together with her." And so myself and Sora Maria went.
It's something that you never do. You don't go on a Sunday, eh?
Yeah, we usually go on during the week. And so we went. The lady was speaking Russian, so I couldn't speak a lot or understand a lot. But though I just played the normal practice, Sora Maria says, "Hey, quickly play something on your phone, a psalm on your phone, and then I'll pray because
with the Bible app
in different languages." So it was in Russian, and then Sora Maria just ministered to this lady, and this lady accepted Christ into her life. You know, and so we finished. She prayed the sinner's prayer with her, and then afterwards we left. And I think it was on the Tuesday.
The Monday night she passed away. The Sunday you guys gave her opportunity to give her life to Christ. The Monday night she passed away. Tuesday morning we got the message that she passed away.
And this is a different lady than the lady that we spoke about in the culture,
beginning.
in the beginning with the culture. but it was such an honor to know that we could present the gospel to her, and then
Give her the last opportunity.
yes, and before she passed away, she accepted Jesus. And like I said also in the video, it's such an importance to share the gospel, because you never know when the person's going to pass away, or when you'll see that person again. So I really want to encourage you, if you can, like, or just share God's love, or just greet somebody, and just, if it's possible, to give them the gospel, because you never know if you're going to see that person again, and it's so important.
Might be the last opportunity for them to accept Jesus in their lives.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah.
Although it's snowing and cold and windy and wet, ministry still goes on. The children still go to school, and we didn't expect people to come to church this Sunday in South Africa. If the weather was like this, I think not a lot of people would have come to church. But the church was jam-packed this Sunday. Lots of children, lots of people. And Etienne had the opportunity to share and give a beautiful message. And while Etienne was preaching, I thought, I'm going to listen to this. It's English and there's some translation, and I will understand everything and it will be nice. And then the next moment, Sora Maria said, well, Anita, I want to sit and I would like to listen to the message. Can you take the kids? And I looked over the church and I saw it's about 15 children in the church, and I never did it all by myself, the Sunday school, and I didn't prepare. And I just started praying, and I said, okay, God, just help me. And Etienne continued, and I took the children, and yeah, just God helped me to have a beautiful Sunday school with them. And Etienne, maybe you want to share something about your message, and yeah.
It was about God's love. You know, as the Pharisees asked Jesus, what is the most important command in the Bible? It talks about, it says, first love your God, and then love your neighbor as yourself. And I was talking about, you know, how can God, you know, you first love God, but how can you love Him if you don't know Him? Mm-hmm. And also, just the relationship between you and God. You know, God doesn't like the sin that we are doing, but He loves us, and He desires to have a relationship with Him. So it was really honor God. We had a good response afterwards. A lot of people said, you know, that meant a lot to them. So I really honor God and give God the glory for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I realized I could speak to the children in Romanian, and they understand me actually. It was interesting, but I think God knew that we needed to do it, and yeah, this was important. Baby steps.
Yes.
Yeah, but yeah, we honor God for this Sunday that passed, for what He did, and ministry still goes on. Etienne is still taking Sora Maria to Kapaklia. Some days it's harder, then it's too much mud and snow, so they can't go, but it still goes on. And yeah, we just honor God for the opportunity that we have to be here and to spread the gospel, the good news. English classes is still going on, and it's going well. And yeah, praise God.
So as you can see, we are standing in a snowy park. This is like a hill or a valley in the hill here in Vishanovka, but you can see all the snow.
It's already melting actually.
So we had as we mentioned, we had a lot of snow. Man, it was such a big blessing. I remember in the Sunday school, Anita said there's one little boy that prayed and prayed and prayed for snow.
Separa.
My mom separa. So we had a lot of snow. As you can see, the snow is still melting, but we really enjoyed it. Anita and the boys and myself, we played in the snow. Even the dogs enjoyed the snow.
There's something special about snow. It's just a different, I don't know, atmosphere when it snows. It's beautiful, it's white, it's just amazing. But when it starts melting, it's not so amazing.
But I think snow brings the child in every person's heart. You know, just want to throw a snowball, or just want to play in it, or roll in it, or do snow angel things. Yeah, so yeah, we really enjoy the snow. It's cold. We had, I think, temperatures of -10.
Yeah, we still go and pray in the mornings, 6 o'clock, and some mornings it feels like the wind is blowing through your bones, but it's amazing. We honor God for the opportunity, but it's really cold. We can't deny it. It's cold, but it's lovely. We really it's such a difference between the cold winter with no snow and then a cold winter with some snow.
Yeah.
That makes it actually worth it. You know, it's like there's proof of this coldness.
I have to say, like Anita also said, you know, I think snow is good for the first 3 days. And then if it starts melting and it's mud and it's gooey and then what happens, it's freezing.
Yeah.
So then the snow becomes ice. And then it's almost like you walk with all your feet in your hand, and it is really a different experience.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really a really good to experience the snow.
Again.
Again.
Yeah, we thought this year we might not have snow because it wasn't snowing and it's already January and no snow, and then suddenly it just
I mean, a
starts
week or two
snowing.
ago we had temperatures of 17 degrees,
And we
from a
thought,
minus
maybe
4
the
to
wind-
17 degrees, and then suddenly it was all the snow. So
We thought maybe the winter is gone and we can start to enjoy the summer, and then it wasn't gone. Anyway, it is already 2 years since we applied for our previous visas, so we had to reapply for visas again. The whole family went to Chisinau, and obviously Ethan is now separate from us, and he had to do his own visa application. We did our visa application, and we are praying and asking you guys as a prayer request to pray again for a 2-year visa. And also for the finances, visas is really expensive, but God is faithful and He is providing.
So there's a saying that you can take the South African out of South Africa, or out of Africa, but you can't take the braai out of the South African. So as you see in the pictures,
Barbecue.
Ethan, our oldest boy, he's in Chisinau, as you all know. On the day that it was snowing, he said,
It started to snow,
no, it was really a lot of snow. And then he said he wants to have a braai. And then he, so yeah, he brought some meat, had a barbecue.
His friend wasn't really happy with him. He took some pictures and then he went inside and look at Etienne from inside, Ethan from inside, and then Ethan said, "Come out, come enjoy the braai." No, it's too cold.
It was really when he sent the pictures to us, we just had a laugh. Like I said, you can't take the braai out of the South African. Again, we just want to say thank you for your support and just being part of what we are doing here in Moldova. We also just have a few prayer requests. Firstly, we just want to pray for our visa applications. We trust the Lord for 2 years, another 2 years. We will know around the 13th of February. We will know if we receive the visas and for how long. Also, we are praying for a house, maybe to buy a house here in Vishanovka. We are planning to stay here a long time in the village. And the house that we are staying in at the moment is really a small house. It's so small that we can't really accept people or
invite. We can't accommodate or invite other people to come and eat and just to be hospitable. It's not really possible, especially now in the winter, because we can't use the outside room. It's too cold. And we really want to invite people to our house to come and eat with us and to
fellowship,
fellowship and to pray with them. And it's easier, I think, for us to invite people to our house, anyway, new people to our house, than to just pop into their house, although it's possible, and but it would be nice. A lot of people invited us already to come and eat with them, but for us it's not possible to invite them over to us, so we really want to do that, and for that to happen we need more space. So we're praying for something bigger.
Yes, and I think just to continue to pray for the ministry here in Moldova and Vishanovka, that the Lord will really use us as instruments and just to share His love with the people. I think there's so much
brokenness.
brokenness and alcohol misuse, and so the people really need the Lord in their life, and just the warmth of God's heart for them. Yes.
We continue to pray for you guys. It would be nice to hear from you. Send us your prayer request and we will pray for you as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you.